Good morning. Today we are doing our first Fideicomiso payment. It's once a year that we have to go make the payment from the date that you close. So it's a yearly thing. And I believe it's only in person, correct?
No. They gave me 3 different options in order to make the payment. However, I thought the other options were just, it all on the paperwork it just says, hey, you know, you need to do this and do that after you make the payment to follow up, just to make sure it gets processed correctly. And I don't want to run the risk and something falls through, so I'm just going to go to the bank directly and just make the payment. Everyone knows that they have to pay their property taxes, and that's an annual thing that they have to pay, and that's generally everyone pays that around, I think you can start as early as November or December, just so you can get the discount on paying it. But it's, some people can forget that there's a Fideicomiso required. Now, Fideicomiso is not for everyone. However, if you are not of Mexican nationality, you're not a citizen here in Mexico, then regardless of where you're from, you will most likely be on the Fideicomiso, assuming you bought within the coastline or a border area.
So really all of Baja is, you're going to have a Fideicomiso. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah. Forgetting to pay your Fideicomiso, we have read, we don't know this for a fact, can be a big deal. There are a lot of fines that can be assessed to you, and the bank may not even notify you that, hey, you forgot to pay your Fideicomiso. It is up to you to make sure that you put that on your calendar and to get it done annually.
So looking at our documents, our Fideicomiso fee will be $400 US, along with, was it IBS? What is it?
Taxes. For
taxes, IBS is irritable bowel syndrome. And for the taxes, it's right around $64, $65. So in total, it's going to be $400. It's going to be $400.
How do you get IBS? Irritable bowel syndrome from IBA. Like, it's not even that expensive where you can say you get sick from pain. It's $400.
And after the payment, you get IBS.
All right, so here we go. Let's see how easy this is. It is 10:10. Let's see how long it takes to get this done. It took a whopping 10 minutes to complete the entire transaction. We did have to make the payments, or we chose to make the payments in dollars instead of in pesos, because then we'd have had to deal with the exchange rate, and it would have costed us more to do it that way. And it was exactly the same amount that was on the original paper. This is the receipt that we got. However, you'll get a separate receipt, they said, in about 2 days in your email. So that's another thing. I guess you need to make sure your email never changes, because they did not confirm my email prior to, which makes me think maybe I should confirm my email now. I think we're gonna end the video there, or I may wait for another 2 days to see if the email actually shows up. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking it won't, because I looked on the paperwork that they have for me and I don't see my email anyway. So I'm not sure how they're going to email me, but I didn't feel like going back in the bank, and I have the receipt, so worst case scenario, I'll just go back there in another week or so. It's not that far, but anyway. So it's a week after we made the payment, no email. I just went back in the bank with the receipt and everything, and they asked me for my email, which I don't know how they're going to send me the email if now they're asking me for the email. Nonetheless, they said I should get it today around 4 or 5. So if I don't get it, then I'll come back here again tomorrow. But I can't stress enough, you need to keep all your receipts and make sure you document this properly. So about an hour after we left the bank, I received the email that we were supposed to get a week ago. And in the email, they recommended that if we open a bank account with them, they would be able to automatically draft the funds annually. And initially, I was not even going to think about it. But the more I think about it now, it's been a few days, I think maybe it might make sense, just so that I don't have to run into the problem where, you know, they say they didn't receive the payment. For us, though, the problem with that is we already have 2 other local banks. I don't know if we want to have a 3rd bank, but, you know, we'll think about it, and at least we have a year before we have to make that decision again. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notified next time we make a video. Hasta luego.